introduce yourselves because that's the tradition out here.
Although it's not your first time on the Kulcha.
Yeah, it's not.
But introduce yourselves nevertheless.
As together or individual? This is Bonfire Rebels.
Okay, and Bonfire Rebels consists of who?
Consists of Umbongeni Yaka, no Avile Njamin.
Also known as AV, just a guy, and Malcolm the Psychedelic.
Okay, so that's Bonfire Rebels.
Bonfire
Rebels. Just a
Rebels.
guy and Malcolm the Psychedelic.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much for pulling up.
Yeah,
No problem, no problem.
Let's break the ice on your new EP coming out, Bonfire Rebels. Preparations. It's coming out last Friday of
The
June.
month. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
24th of June.
24th June.
Yes.
Right. It's titled Preparations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I got a feeling that it's literally a preparation for what's coming. I feel like you're just saying, now we're dropping these. You know, let's just give other people a teaser that we've been busy in the stew,
Yes, sir.
right? And there's more to come. So I don't know. Tell me from right. Tell us more about it.
Alright, you go first, AV.
So, yeah, the tape is called Preparations, but it's more about the idea of being prepared and
Okay.
preparing for the future and just what lies ahead. More is to come, but yeah, that is just, let's be ready for whatever might come, whatever will come, and be ready for...
In life or in music?
It depends on what you need
Yeah.
to, set yourself up for.
Yeah.
So how long you been? Okay, before we get into the project, let's talk about Bonfire Rebels, right? And how long you guys been operating, and how you came together, and why you picked this particular sound that you have right now as your lane. Of course, yes, you're going to evolve. Maybe the music you made yesterday isn't the same that you're making today, but
Or 6 months from now.
Yeah.
But the lane, why are you in just tell us the Bonfire Rebels
Okay.
origin story.
2019, at an event, I don't know if we should drop the name, but okay. It's a
Hip-hop culture.
Hip-hop culture.
Okay.
It was happening like
Where was it?
012 Central.
African Beer Emporium.
Yeah. So I'm there with a fellow friend of mine, Lawrence Nyati. We were just going out, having fun because there's an event, we're going there. Next thing, Laurie is like, yo, I'm going outside. Fine. I'm trying to go outside too, you feel me? And then I find Laurie there in a cypher. It's happening.
So on my side, I'm there. It's a Friday night. I'm coming out from work. I saw a poster, hip hop culture. I'm into hip hop. I go there, meet Laurie. We're just talking randomly. He says he's a rapper. I say I'm a rapper. He says, let's take it outside. Let's rap. Let's see if you can really do that.
Hey, Laurie sound like a high stress nigga.
Yeah.
Prove that you can rap.
Yeah, he's one of those, man.
So I start rapping with Laurie. It's just the three of us. It was me, Laurie, and then a friend of mine. But it's just me and Laurie going back and forth. It's raining outside.
Yeah.
We went from inside to outside. We're just rapping back and forth a cappella.
Yeah.
And then Psych comes in.
Yeah, and from that point, I'm coming there, filling in whatever word was next. I'm filling in, rapping, and after that whole process, a conversation just popped up. Like, yo, why don't we record this weekend? I mean, is anyone busy?
Okay.
Like, okay.
All 4 of you that were in the cypher.
Yeah, but the people that committed was 3 of us.
Okay.
So that weekend, we made a song called Conscious Minds.
Okay.
Was it Conscious Minds?
Made 2 songs, made Conscious Minds,
Yeah.
and Bring the Juice.
Bring the juice, yes.
Yeah.
So from that session alone, the word Bonfire Rebels was born.
Okay.
It was birthed on that particular session.
So before that session, I had a song a month before, or 2 months before, that I released called Born Free Rebels. And I made the guys listen to it. And then when we were deciding on what we're gonna call ourselves after that recording session, Syke said Born Fire Rebels.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. It kind of made sense at the time, and it still does even right now, you feel me?
We've seen you perform.
Yeah.
We know.
So the reason why we chose the sound that we're doing is because I felt like we connected in terms of like what particular sound we really like.
How would you describe the sound?
Unorthodox.
That's simple. Let's
Okay, wait. I'm okay.
let's hear some more of it.
More adjectives.
Okay.
Okay.
It's out of this world, man. I don't know what to
Besides
say.
adjectives, I think what we try to do and what we go into it with is we try and make what inspired us, because that is what makes us want to rap.
For sure.
But now with that, we try to have a message in there.
Yeah.
But now that message is not that message of like just, you know, the boring stuff. It's like new age, like we here, we now, we have all this information.
So who are your influences that put you on this tangent of sound?
Yo.
This unorthodox sound. Sorry, Stan.
It was the first word I thought of. For Mnane, should I speak my home language?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, for Mna, Mnosuke Monti. Ne. Music oqala ndawuva 3 months cup.
3 months gap. Shout out to them.
3 months cup, amajita sekasi, G-side. So I was influenced by Kasi music, like Kasi rap music.
Local.
Spaza, yeah. We call it Spaza, like Kasi rap. So I grew up on Kasi rap, you feel me? So after that, then came international influences. The sounds of Biggie Smalls, your Tupac, you know, like your Tribe Called Quest, your Busta Rhymes. At the time, I didn't know what I'm listening to, like this sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's different from what I hear in the Kasi and then what I hear internationally. So I tried to fuse all of that in whatever I do.
Yeah.
But then I don't even know what I create anymore.
Yeah, that would just create your own sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a product of your influences.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what about you?
Dude, it was quite for me.
Wait.
My uncle had Zola playing all the time.
Wait.
And that was something that I was like, nah, I like what's happening here. Then from there, it was the local guys. Majida fana no Retex. Majida Sekapa. Tloko Zenyoka from East London, King Williamstown, like a lot of local guys, like those punchline.
Yeah.
Immediate environment.
Immediate. It was like cypher stuff, freestyles. Like if you couldn't freestyle, it was like, yo, what are you even doing? You're not an MC. And then after that, I got into Lil Wayne, T.I., and then Common, a lot of stuff. But I don't have one person. It's just it became something over time. Yeah.
And making beats, because you guys also producers, but I hear you mentioning a lot of rappers, like,
So who helps you to decide
like
this is how
sonically
beats
this is the
should be made?
For me, it's the Alchemist.
okay, hey, we spoke about Alchemist.
The Alchemist, mostly MF Doom.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I'm ending.
I can see that.
That's where I'm ending. MF Doom, bro.
That astral shit.
Yes.
You know, that thing, you might not have to be on earth to understand.
Yes, that's where I am. That's why I'm Malcolm the Psychedelic.
Okay.
Showcase. AV.
When we started rapping with my friends, like in high school, there was a guy called Kolosa who lived in our neighborhood. I'm sure he's Black Tribe is what he called himself. So he made beats. We used to see him make beats, and it was always just some other. And then a few years later in varsity, I had my first laptop, and I just started making the sounds on my own. I don't have influences. It's just like it sounds. I go with what sounds nice.
Highly intuitive. Just follow what.
Yeah, it's just like, and I also feel like the fingers kind of know what feels good and what sounds good. So it just developed into something. I still don't have influences to this day, but yeah.
Shit, AV makes the
Just
best
music.
beats I've ever rapped on. No lie.
So which ones did you make on this new body of work of yours? There's 5 tracks, right?
Yeah.
So how many did Malcolm do? How many did AV do? Or were there any other?
How does the process even go? Do you both sit at the SP or the laptop and like, yo, okay, I'm playing this kick, you play the next one, and then I'll play the snare, then you do the heads, or like
I do bass line, you do melodies. How does it work?
Okay, so on the tape, AV just the guy made 4 of the beats.
Yes, sir.
Malcolm the Psychedelic made 1 beat.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think just how the songs came about, it's music that we just were recording over time from 2019, 2020, and just a little bit of 2021. I'd always make beats, and then Psych comes, listens to what I've been making during the week, and then he chooses what we rap on. He has the decision. He just goes in the folder and chooses, and then we come up with an idea.
Okay, I see that. Because there were quite a few tracks, that were actually, without revealing the names, but they have been performed live a few times.
Yeah.
Not to shamelessly plug myself, but some of those times were at the Culture Market.
Yeah, let's go. We was at the Culture Market. You're missing out.
Dude, the crazy thing about the Culture is that you guys are one of the guys that come to us, and one of the first that used to come to us, like, yo, guys, come. And we were like, yes, we are going in. Yes. Shout out to you guys for inviting us all the time.
Oh man, we appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, man. So now with the preparation, preparations for the future, and as we're heading towards the 2030s, and stuff. Okay, I'm speaking too far because it's still in the 2020s. So let's just say you're preparing for the 2020s. How many we have left of them? What exactly was the inspiration, towards getting these 5 tracks? Or were there more tracks that you recorded and then you selected out of those ones? How did it go exactly? How did you prepare for that?
There's a body of work that most people don't know about, and it's like throwaway songs that sounded like they're one project to us. So we had to select from a couple of songs that we wanted to re-record, and others were feeling like okay, sharp, this one is good, it's good enough to make the tape. And now I must speak in terms of the artwork alone. The artwork speaks in volumes. I don't know.
They haven't seen the artwork yet.
Yeah, I don't know if when people see the artwork they'll be able to grasp the concept of it, because the word preparations is you preparing for something, and the artwork alone shows you what you are preparing for.
And that's okay, I hear that, because when it comes to preparing, you have to plot and plan and things like that, which involves a lot of thinking. Because that's one thing I also noticed, like while listening to the lyrics.
Yes, sir.
A lot of concepts are being squeezed in less than 3 minutes. I'm like, yo, why are you niggas thinking so much? What are you guys thinking about?
I'll tell you something in all honesty, right?
Yeah.
And there's one of 2 ways to take it. I feel like it's music for overthinkers, in the sense that it can either stimulate you to think if you haven't been thinking, or it can make you think more if you've been thinking too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, the latter does sound a little negative because but at the end of the day, it's stimulating to the mind. I feel like both of you guys were rapping like, I don't even know if we do 16s. I can't always tell like if that's a 16 or what. But
we try to squeeze a lot of words under the short space of time.
So what did you guys get from it?
Yeah.
Like, what did you hear? And when you talk about the 16s, what does it sound like to you?
Okay. I hear that there is no like. I didn't hear any hooks.
Okay.
It's just the verses.
It's just bars. But I feel like even in the last track, Bonfire Rebels, we do it different. It is different. Like I couldn't pick up the structure. Like even off the beat. Sometimes. But I'm not saying that in a negative way. I mean, like,
no, I get you.
We can see that like you're really following that free form, true expression type of thing. Like saying it how you want to, not according to a certain standard.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? It's like this is what we want to do and how we want to do it. Or like.
And you know what's the funny thing? The funny thing is all of those songs were created from moments that are fun to us. Like it's just fun moments of us having time to understand each other.
Okay.
Sit down in a park and write songs and watch your environment. What are you seeing? Well, what do you believe in? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the life of an artist.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Trademark that.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm surprised not to hear Life of an Artist on
Life of an Artist.
on this EP.
Nah,
that one
you gotta be prepared. We're preparing you for that.
Okay,
We're
okay.
preparing you for that. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
That one is also for the people that see us in person.
Yeah.
Come see us perform and you'll get more.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you heard potential gig makers.
Yeah.
No, I must make sure that if you're looking for something different, Bonfire Rebels are ready to stand
No,
up.
I'm just saying, like, because I also do make music, right? So I'm always trying to like pay attention to that. Like, what's the pattern of this? Like, and some things just use patterns. Someone actually once asked a question like, when you make music, is it mathematical or is it intuitive? Mathematical because making music condenses down to numbers, right? So when I'm listening, as someone who I think is like, I don't know, I just like patterns.
Okay, sure.
And I
Okay.
can't tell what patterns you guys are using. I can get like the main melody and all of that, but the percussion and the drums and like it's just its own thing. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's considered that the tape is called Preparations. It makes me like kind of curious to
What's coming?
like what it's the EP or it's a demo or what. There's something more that's coming. That's what it says to me. And maybe that more will be more of that. Like in the sense that just more raw expression.
Sure.
But that's what I picked up. I mean, my favorite song on that project is a jam called Bad Joke.
Bad joke.
Yeah, it's actually like
Bad joke.
I was listening to your project in the middle of the night, man. So it also started making me think a lot. But the one that stood out the most to me was Bad Joke. And you only see Bad Joke once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I mean. It's like even the titles of the song, it's not based on a hook or anything. So why do you do it like that? I guess maybe it's not for me to explain, but for you to explain to us as the listeners that we do this shit like this.
We also then have a specific pattern. I'ma just say from my point of view, when I go to the studio and I find AV, there's like, yo, I just made this beat last night, just listen to it. I listen to it first and then I'm like, yo, bro, what is going on in your head? Like, what's happening in your head, bro? Like, explain to me. For real, like, I do say that. Like, explain to me what was happening. Why? And then with those questions, and then I come up with my own crazy thoughts now. I'm like, all right, it's putting me in this specific space, this song. And all of a sudden, I have a melody in mind. And then I'm mumbling that melody, and then Avi's like, nah, record that.
Okay, so that's like your creative process.
Yes.
That's generally how.
Generally.
Okay.
And then after that, we're like, you know what? We need space. We need to see the world outside. I mean, we're in the middle of a session here. We're like, nah, let's go outside, bro. And then we just walk. We walk. Then when we come back, there's something solid on the table. So basically, yeah.
Two of the songs we wrote outside at our little skate spot. You might have seen in one of our videos, we in front of a warehouse there.
Skating. Yeah.
Different and Alichone Lingananda, but we wrote there outside, just there, and the
Catching sun rays.
yeah, man. Psych usually comes up with the ideas and the concepts. I ask him, yo, what are you hearing? What feeling is this? And then he'll describe the feeling. He'll just hum something. And then we come up with the words for like the main. There's always like a singy part in the song where we sing that part, and then that will be where everything will come from. We talk about that for like 30 minutes, just looking at it from all angles. And we exhaust all the easy things to talk about in the conversation. And then after, the challenge comes where say something that we haven't talked about on this. And we go in our separate corners We come back later.
That's on the right.
Yeah. It's like a fun little game. It's like a game we play. It's fun for us. It doesn't get tiring at all.
Hey, it sounds like scientific, you know, like because you know when they say that saying we got it down to a science, it means like this is how we know we get a result.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put in like this, we'll get an output. Can't always guarantee what the output will be.
You know, for me, the most weirdest of all the tracks we did, Timeless Quest is the most weirdest for me. Like when I look at it, because I was trying to make the beat while everybody else is writing.
Shout out to Tank on
Tank
that
was
song.
on the song.
Killed it.
And
Tank, is that
Tank
a
is the
local
feature,
dude?
local dude.
Okay.
Sounds like
Yeah. That guy was rapping
Yeah,
really
like I
nice.
thought you had to get a visa to get you.
bruh, you understand? Like I was making the beat and everyone is already writing.
Okay. That's
So I had to play catch up with everyone.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing the mumbling on the
The life
corners.
of a producer, right?
Yeah. I'm hearing so many ideas and they're so nice. What am I gonna say? But then I just had to make the beat and then I dropped it there on the PC. Then everyone was reciting their own poetry, whatever, raps. Then me, I had to write. It took me a little longer, but it was quite nice in the end.
Okay. I think we have two more questions.
All right,
And
all
then
right.
before we wrap things up.
All right.
So the first one that's coming from my side is because both of you guys you do the musical side of things as well as the writing side of things.
Yes.
When you look at other artists that do the same thing, is there a pattern that you notice that is coming across and how they approach their work, how they produce their output to the world, how they deal with the reactions from the public because of the work that they do? That's pretty much what I want to figure out, since that you guys do that as well.
Other rapper and producer guys.
Yeah.
Culture of producer rappers generally in South Africa.
In South Africa.
Oh, in South Africa.
South
it's
Africa.
different, man.
Okay, in South Africa, the only thing I've noticed is the producer rapper like era or like the people within that space. I feel like they're not as appreciated as they should be, because you only hear one or two. Like, yo, there's this guy, there's this guy, and then there's like people in abundance. I met a lot of people who are like me, like in abundance, and then I don't know what space should we be on, or what should we do in order to have like references. Hence, I was referencing only rappers in the beginning. Like, I know this guy from my hood. I know this guy. I've never met a producer rapper besides UAV. Understand? Like I need to see more of that. I need to see more of producer rappers, or even like beat makers who are moving in my city. Like in Pretoria alone, I haven't seen much, but I know they are here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how to find them.
They're not in prominence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the issues that they run like what, vampires or what is it?
I don't know.
They only come out at night.
They're probably behind the laptops.
I don't know.
I don't know. With the producer rapper thing, I listen to a few guys on SoundCloud that produce and rap, but they're not mainstream. And I think for me, maybe there are. I know about them from back in the days, like guys like Tony Mac, dope producer, and a few guys that also produced and rapped, but went to one side more than the other.
Yeah.
But I want to motivate guys to just be confident, man. Just come with that sound, whatever it is. We will like it. Most people sound better on stuff that they make because you make it for you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to see more of it. And if they're out there, people must recommend. That's the stuff I like, where you do everything yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Yo Uno.
You know?
Alright, and then the last question is pretty much the EP. When can we expect it on the DSPs and stuff?
And is there an album on the way? Or is it too soon to talk about it? It's just a question, you don't have to answer.
It's too soon to talk about the album.
Okay.
I mean, this is just us getting started. EP comes out on the 24th of June.
Okay, 24th June. And
24th of June on all streaming platforms. The single Bad Joke came out a week ago, which was, what was the date? 29 May or 1st of June, somewhere there. Yeah, so tape is coming out on the 24th of June. It's called Preparations by Bonfire Rebelz. We're just preparing for the future. We're preparing for all the plans that we have, and that tape is basically kind of a representation of all the things we like, you know, from rapping in our mother tongue to singing to kind of jazzy, free form type of creating. That's what we're preparing to get into. And also just,
What are your favorite tracks as we wrap up? Like the favorite song?
Like for real this time. Let's wrap
On
up.
this tape. On this tape.
Threatening to me for a long time.
On this tape. Ali Choni. Ali Choni is a favorite.
Okay.
And Bad Joke, of course.
Ali Choni for me.
Ali Choni,
Ali
yeah.
Choni is the favorite, man. I don't know. It's
brought us back,
everything
yeah.
that we want and we like, you know. You asked about the bars. I think we've got 12 each.
It's about a minute. Something.
Yeah, that's a minute 11 seconds, and we put everything into that. And we had one of the longer conversations we usually have when we were about to write that. And we wrote half English, half mother tongue. That's my favorite.
Me too. How do you guys do that? The rap thing with the culture?
Kulcha.
Is a what?
Kulcha.
Is a Kulcha.
Kulcha.
What? What?